in the news, there have been some kind of infamous others who wear a form of habit. I'm sure you've been asked about this because of its recent appearance. I'm talking about Dodger Stadium and the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. What have you said when folks have brought that kind of situation in front of you?
I have said that I'm praying for them. And I know that if they were not in the political realm, but if they were to meet me on the sidewalk, I would try to forge a relationship with them. Because obviously, if they truly knew, if you study philosophy, Socrates says that ignorance, that people do wrong things out of ignorance. And if they really knew that they would not do the thing that they're doing. And Aristotle goes further and he says, no, there is something within the human heart that tells us that we are doing wrong. I think that I will never be the judge of this, but I am certainly very saddened, grieved, and at times angered when I see actions that are done in sacrilege and blasphemy, sort of knowing what's going on. But I can't imagine that somebody would do this in reality. But I'm not, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not blind to the reality that probably is there. That there is a lot of knowledge about what is happening here. I have not myself seen this. I've only seen pictures of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. I am friends with many people that you wouldn't imagine I would be friends with. I have friends who are Buddhists, friends who are of all different races, friends who are Protestant, friends who are of all interfaith. I know people from the Sikh religion. I am friends with many people. I have never met anyone who knew me and then would willingly show blasphemy in front of me. And I almost know that some people in the world, it seems weird, and I almost am regretful having to say this in an open way, but Jesus loves every one of those men. Mm-hmm. There's a one woman in there too, a cisgender woman. And she is, I won't say her name because it's suggestive. And you just have to know that they're getting a huge guffaw out of something that is very sacred. And I think I think religious sisters are being used and abused out there as actions are done to abuse our faith and hurt the human consciousness about Jesus Christ. Obviously, there is deep ignorance happening here for the sake of a laugh. And at the same time, I just have to ask myself, how is Jesus perceiving this? And go with what I get on an answer about that. And Saint Francis de Sales says to err on the side of charity is much more preferable than to err on the side of sin, or other things. So that's where I choose to err on the side of charity and imagine that these people cannot possibly truly know God and do this against him. I think once they knew the mercy of Christ, they would have to either drop out or change things. That's my perception. As a sister of these people, I would sister them. That's what I would do. And I would not be afraid of doing that.